So what does it mean to you to have the strong support that you have from your family?
Well, I definitely wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing without my parents because they support me financially most of the time. We get a few sponsors every once in a while, but that's the biggest thing is I wouldn't be able to do that myself.
Sure.
And then they own a racetrack together, so they should be there every day working and getting things ready for events, but they're leaving that and coming with me to my races in the camper and spending time with me. So it's just a huge family sport.
Absolutely.
I do it with my family rather than my parents like paying a team to take care of me and take me racing, which means a lot.
Absolutely. Now, I understand, I guess you have a couple of cousins who are also in the racing biz, right?
Yes, my two cousins were even neighbors.
Okay. And what are their names?
Paige and Claire. Paige is the older one and Claire is the younger one, and then I'm the youngest.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I guess, was it earlier this year that the three of you were in a Camping World race? Yeah. Now, what track was that at?
Martinsville.
Okay. How did you and your cousins do in that race?
I didn't make the race.
I see.
So, and then they both did. I don't really remember how they did in the race,
Okay.
but it was really cool to do it with them, all three together, just because my grandparents could come there. Our whole family was there.
Right.
Just spending time together at the racetrack at one of the higher levels, and at Martinsville. That is by far one of my favorite racetracks. I've been going there, I think, since 8th grade, almost every year, going to one race, watching the truck race there.
Right.
So I really love that track.
Okay, and so just like you say, in terms of just the overall experience of being there and in that environment, I guess that was pretty special too, right? Just interacting with the other drivers who were in that series.
Yeah, we were pitted next to Johnny Sauter, and I grew up watching the Sauters race, super lates. So now I'm racing against them in super lates, which is crazy. Yeah. And then so we're good friends already. So being pitted next to him made me really comfortable, because I could go over there and talk to him and tell him what I was struggling with, and he helped me with my problems that I was having that day, and just calm me down and was like, it's fine, don't worry about it. So it was really nice pitting next to him.
Excellent. Okay. So I've seen, I guess it's on your Instagram page, you do a bit of yoga. Yes.
Yes, I do.
I was interested to ask you, how does doing yoga translate into helping you be a better driver?
Well, I believe yoga translates anyone to being a better athlete in anything.
Okay.
More because it takes patience. And because, if you can't touch your toes, this is just something simple. If someone can't touch their toes and they stretch every day, it's not going to take them 1 or 2 days to be able to touch their toes every single day when they wake up in the morning. Just reach down and touch their toes.
Right.
So it's patience to every day stretching, and then finally, you can go a couple days without stretching and you'll still be able to touch your toes. So it's all about patience, and then that helps me with being more patient with people and my team, and then also on the racetrack.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's racing is all about fast, and then you can learn something from the exact opposite, right? With the yoga, the patience. So now you are, I believe, part of NASCAR's Drive for Diversity campaign.
Yeah, I was part of their program last year.
What was that experience like?
It was one of the best experiences I went through, because I had to leave my high school. I was only a junior, and I had to move out to North Carolina for a year.
Wow, okay.
And so I had to talk to my teachers, get everything transferred online, because I still wanted to graduate with my high school class.
Sure.
And it was almost like I went to college 2 years early, because everyone out there was at least 22 years or older, 22 and older.
Okay.
And a lot of the K&N drivers were going to college there, and then also racing. So I was almost like I was at college, it felt like, but with racing. And I met so many people out there that I wouldn't have been able to met if I stayed home and just raced locally. And I got my face like I was out there introducing people, and they like heard my name before, but then they actually saw my face.
Okay.
Like there's a really funny story actually. One time I was with my friends. I was with a few friends. They race Xfinity, but we were out downtown somewhere at like some bar, just all hanging out, you know, getting lunch or dinner. It was dinner. Okay. And I was sitting next to Matt Crafton. Had no idea it was Matt Crafton. We were just having a normal conversation, you know, like, oh, what are you doing here? And like, why are you living here? And he's like, and I introduced myself, and he didn't introduce himself. I was like, hi, I'm Natalie Decker, you know, and he probably just thought I knew who he was at first. And then he's like, no, I've heard of your name before. And all of a sudden I look across at my friend, I'm like, she's like, that's Matt Crafton. And I'm like, oh my God. I was like, oh, it's so nice to meet you. Can you please help me with my qualifying? Because that's where I struggle. So like it was really cool then to, you know, meet him. And then he like helped me and gave me some advice and stuff. And then when I see him at truck races, I don't know if he like fully remembers who I am, but he kind of remembers, and I'll always wave to him and like go up and give him a hug.
Well, you know, I guess that's really part of it, you know, getting better in your craft, your sport, is, you know, keeping, I guess, a certain degree of humbleness about you. Like you know who probably knows something about, like you say, qualifying more than you do, and so it's not a problem to go up and say, hey, can you teach me a few things, right?
Yeah.
Because it seems like sometimes, especially people that are just starting out, they may have defenses up and think, oh, well, I have to act like I already know everything. But of course,
yeah, I always try to learn something from everyone. So when I realized who I was talking to, it was kind of dark in there, okay? So like I really didn't know.
Well, and in all fairness, he probably should have said, hey, I'm Matt Crafton, you know.
So, but when I had that opportunity to talk to a truck driver who does amazing things, and I watched him, and like as soon as I heard it was Matt Crafton, I obviously knew who it was.
Sure.
I had a great opportunity to try to learn something of where I was struggling in, and I knew he could help me. And I came back home then a couple weeks later, and I was never able to qualify into an ARCA race, and I think I qualified, they take the top 16, I believe. And I think I qualified 11th or something, and I was so happy because I did exactly what he said.
Absolutely.
And it worked.
That is great. Now, I guess my final question for you would be, what is your ultimate goal in racing?
My ultimate goal is to make it to Sprint Cup, all the way to the top. And I want to work my way up there. I don't want to just, you know, jump into Xfinity or something right away and skip a level. I want to at least do a K9 race or an ARCA race. Right. And then race trucks, and then Xfinity, and work my way up and earn respect. Well,
absolutely. I guess I would say anybody who does jump series, I'm sure there's a lot of resentment. and you want to show them, of course, that, you know, you have no problem with, you know, earning your stripes or however you want to look at it, and working your way up there. Well, I am pretty sure you're going to make it. All right.
Thank you.
Absolutely, and it has been a pleasure speaking with you. So thank you so much, Natalie.
Thank you. Thank you for talking with me.